feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no way.
All right. Okay. Let's get to this YG shit, man. YG Drakeo the Ruler. Bro, I was watching this. On Trap Lord Ross's video not too long ago, which I had zero idea this was actually a real thing like that. So, was this the video we were watching? It basically had Drake also involved. I didn't know YG and Drake start beefing. Here we go. Why Drake and Kendrick got involved. All right, let's play this.
How did YG get involved in Inglewood beef? You're not even that cool with Mustard anymore. Mustard from the East Side. How did gang politics get a part of the record deal that fell through? And
so just to let you know, apparently, when Drake was like, I really know who really bang a set, my nigga YG. YG dropped a scathing diss. He never said Drake's name, but a lot of people felt like, wait, is he dissing Drake? Supposedly he was dissing Drake. Here's the reason why he's dissing Drake, though. Not that because Drake was beefing with Kendrick and it's a West Coast thing. No, apparently YG was mad at Drake that he did a song with Drakeo, which Drakeo was his op. So him and Drake had 2 songs together, and he's like, yo, Drake did a song with my op. Now he's trying to shout me out when he's in his beef. Fuck you. And that's what supposedly happened. Check this out.
Slim got killed in Inglewood. Slim ain't got nothing to do with this. So after Drakeo and Mustard fell out, Drakeo started sending shots to YG, dissing him because he thought they blackballed him. The video in this post, when that beef with Inglewood sparked up, YG got involved basically from mutual alliances and people that know people that are from Inglewood. People that know people that are from Inglewood, they're all mutually allied. YG was already linked up with Mozzie. Mozzie was making music with Inglewood rappers like Rucci, AZ, Frosty, all people that Drakeo was beefing with. So if you're a rapper and had ties to Inglewood, you beefing with Drakeo, and Drakeo was on a come up and then got the Drake.
Okay, let's
lots of Drake disses.
Here we go. Here we go.
Do people know that the YG and Drake beef stems from Drake collabing with Drakeo the Ruler? AKA,
I never knew that, and I wonder if Drake knew that. Drake just be trying to make fire music. He not like you think Drake is
YG's biggest op. YG definitely felt a way about that. People saying there's no beef. Who gives a F if YG doesn't like Drake in 2026? I doubt Drake cares. So I'm not saying he cares. YG is a nobody. It's irrelevant for Drake, but they did have 2 big songs together. Those are prime examples of the Drake stimulus. He said, you know who really bang a set? YG. And YG made a whole track about it. Like, shut up, dog. You were used for a bar. Nobody cares about you or you doubled out. I'm not putting all of that on YG because I do actually like some of YG's music. People saying, I didn't know that at all. I assumed everyone from Cali partnered up because of where they're from. Right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. All these bloods, Kendrick and blood, all of that stuff, right? So look, here's the thing. They're saying, have you seen YG's new album? This is 8 hours ago. How's it got verses from Pusha T? Absol, right? Pusha's verse mentions chains and jewelry. I don't have time to listen to it, but we might need to dig into it. People saying it's a hit, but you got Pusha T on there. Lots of Drake disses. We'll copy my comment from earlier after my first listen in a few tracks at the end of the comment. The aesthetic feels much in line with Kendrick's Grammy Award appearance. The fact he's got Clips and Tyler on there. YG's addressing Drake.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if Drake knew about YG and Drakeo beefing. I don't think he knew about it.
Mentioning him on Family Matters. Also,
Let me. He probably did, all right? Yeah, I probably think he did, right? Now, Drake be smart. Drake be tapped in, too. I'm wondering why Drake would do it then, though.
refuting the accusations he was involved in Drakeo's death, noting that if it was true, you'd be a effing rat and I'd be in the cell sleeping on a rack bar. Is that referencing Drakeo's 2-year detention without sentence from 2018? Who's the rat? Also, the track OMG had my mind jumping. Oh my God, I'm really that guy. Also on Drakeo's Boogeyman, he raps he's just an actor, but he can't be Mekhi Phifer. YG says, and we know the truth, he had beef with a whole nother rapper, but that's a story for another day, whole nother chapter. Funny characteristics, let him be an actor. Drake was an actor, all right? So YG's on here dissing Drake, okay? And there's more to it, and we're going to get into it, okay? There's more to it. I'll show you in a minute. All right? All right? So look, listen.
Okay, here we go.
You heard I was a... Huh? What? Dude's weird. Walking around talking about shit you hear. What? I guess who really bang a set? You know that's YG. You snitch. Well, Drake snitched on him.
No, he didn't.
He's accusing someone of being weird for spreading gossip. Likely refers to Drake spreading rumors of domestic violence between Kendrick Lamar. Nah, genius. Walking around talking about shit you heard. You heard I was a blood. When the gang pop out, N-words in fear. YG is saying when his gang is mobilized, people are fearful, right? The specific use of the term pop out is referring to Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us, where he raps, sometimes you got to pop out and show dudes. Also, he had the pop out show. When his bitch got knocked, he was in tears. Huh, what? You dudes are weird. I'll be driving some shit I can't steer. My dude was shooting so close I can't hear. YG is implying he's steering a car where a drive-by is being committed from. What? The shooting where Drakeo got hit in 2020, when they shot up Drakeo's car in 2021. Gang going dumb like I ain't got a career. So he's saying you dudes are, but this is a Drake diss. Weird ass dude, and you're feeling about these bitches. Weird ass dudes off that perk, you be tripping. I'm gonna tell you about yourself and your weird ass gonna listen. He dissing Drake. He dissing Drake. He been dissing. You ain't even realize you be on that bullshit, Scottie Pippen. You're a weirdo. Effing on weird hoes. Weirdo. We don't go near those. Your whole life in limbo. You bitter ass better be sweet, you Cheerios. Weird ass, you lame. When it's smoke, don't ever mention my name. You know who really bang a set out there? It's YG. Shouldn't have mentioned him.
Wait, YG was dissing Drake like that? I'm about to hit Karen Civil. Was YG dissing Drake?
All right. So he's threatening to kill him. He's threatening, you're going to have me jeopardizing my phone. He's threatening to kill Drake because he was fucking with Drakeo. And then he's snitching on you being in a set. He said, huh, what? Dudes are bitches. Disrespect us. F, I'm crossing limits. No motion when y'all pop out. It's crickets. Now that can't be talking. Maybe he's talking about Drakeo. Drake got all the motion. Coming up short in life, you dudes a midget. Maybe he's talking about Kendrick. I don't want to hear it. You ain't Pyru. Stop talking about the business. You know who really bang a set, my guys? YG. He said you ain't Pyru. Stop talking business. Effing on your bitch. The Pyrus did it. He's saying that the Bloods and the Pyrus, Kendrick's lot, was smashing on Drake's bitch. We ain't.
So remember, after Drake rapped on Family Matters and shouted out YG dropped a song, and in that song, he was sending some cryptic shots, but I always thought that couldn't be at Drake because I'm like, I get it, you're trying to hold down your coast, but it seemed like you're trying to get at Drake, though. Now, when I find out that supposedly his biggest op was Drakeo, and then Drake did a song with Drakeo, makes sense.
Never heard that before. You ain't heard that one before. You ain't heard that. This, bro. I got so much info. I'm actually not even 30% of the way through this. Buckle up. It's gonna be a long one. Said, effing on your bitch. The Pyrus did it. We ain't never got to be cool. I'm bull with it. All right. And I'm going to show you Flakko's video in a minute. He talking about that's not bull. That's not bull. But this is the thing. Flakko's just dropped a video talking about how YG snitching, but Drake done snitched on him. They're saying dude's a weird equivalent of a bitch. Dude's a weird, take that as a diss. Dude's a weird, they ain't on shit. Point a 40 at a dude till it click, click. What, like Drakeo when he was in his car? Dude's a weird pillow talking. All right? That's apparently about Drake. They was talking about Drake and 40 and all sorts of pillow talking going, you don't support the bros, you ain't living by the code. He's saying you run to California when you need a check balance. You talking about who's really banging a set out there. You ain't got no business talking about that. He said weird, not functioning properly as expected, unstable, broken ass dude. So YG in 2024 is dissing Drake. All right. And here's the problem. Okay. Here's the problem. Where is it? So like Drake and Drakeo the Ruler had this song together in 2021, all right? So this is when the beef was absolutely on fire, all right? The story behind Drake and Drakeo the Ruler's collab, they had the song called Talk to Me. It was a banger, okay? So Drake got the stimulus, Drake handed out the stimulus package to Drakeo the Ruler, all right? And again, now in 2024, we got YG dissing Drake when he's talking about, you know, who really bang a set out there. YG wasn't rocking with Drake because how are you collabing with my biggest op that allegedly shot me in the hip? And they link it up on a track. And Drakeo's smart because he probably roped real Drake into this without Drake even realizing that he was getting into the beef. We might slide on a dude inside the club. Close your eyes. Last time they ran into somebody outside a party, a blood ended up getting killed and Drakeo beat it. And now and then he gets out and starts running around talking about we know the truth. Now he's collaborating with Drake. 15 brothers, no friends when I pull up for peace of mind. And he had a whole bunch of women that day when somebody got killed. Okay? And so Drake's on the hook, and then Draco's talking shit on the song. Don't be shy, I got killers with me, stupid. I march with sticks, I ain't worried about groupies. I know you want me because you're BD or goofy. Boss you up, your lifestyle could be exclusive. But I don't know you hang around with losers, internet trolls, and dudes trying to do me. Dudes like YG. 650S, bitch, I feel like Lil Boosie. You want me, so do all your friends, you stupid. Stop complaining to me. Am I not the one you love?
This is Drakeo, by the way.
Am I not the one you love?
Ooh, that's a direct shot towards
Am I
YG.
not the one you love? Excuse me?
Bitch, who you love?
Am I not the one you love? Do you remember this? Bitch, who do you love? That's Drake and YG. And who's done the beat? Mustard. Mustard. It gets so deep. It gets so deep. You ain't even know. This was a year before Drakeo shot YG, allegedly, right? Drakeo said he did it. So he's capping or he's snitching on himself, right? So he's on here, stop complaining to me. Am I not the one you love? This is a double entendre. You want me, so do all your friends. Is you stupid? He talking about YG, ain't talking about a bad bitch. He got Drake on the song, and he talking about YG, who he shot. Insanity. Ain't coming over late night. Don't want no shoulder rubs. Brother. Ain't coming over late night. Don't want no shoulder rubs. YG shot 3 times at a recording studio at 1:45 a.m.
Wait.
Stop playing with me.
Now, what this is painting is that YG was always beefing with Drakeo. And people like Drake and other people are kind of casualties because obviously their beef is so deep that whoever who fucks with the other person, they kind of got a little bit smoke for.
Man, in the trenches every night, bitch, I'm holding guns. Hold me down, or could you slow me down? I'm a dog because you really know me now. On black and white because I'm getting holy now. Another reason I'm going to have to slow it down. Snakes in the grass, you know I had to blow them down. At 1:45 a.m. local time in Studio City. And he claimed it. We at the club, all my dudes down to slide like when they slid on Red Bull with Kells outside the party, outside the function. Look for the bright lights. I ain't really hard to find. We at the club, all my dudes down to slide. Looking for the looking for the bright lights. I ain't really hard to find. And he's got Drake on there. And then he got Drake on there singing. We might slide on a dude inside the club. Please close your eyes, girl. Drake was low-key foul for this. Drake was low-key foul doing that to YG. That's your homie. You got songs, bitch. Who do you love?
I wonder what happened with Drake and YG then.
Brother with the plugs. This was a banger. I'm that Bank of America account got 6. This was hard. But Drakeo was going hard. I know you want me. I know you love me. You can't control me. Why are you acting like the police? It's a double entendre. He was dissing YG the whole time, in my opinion. Okay. Pussy ain't that good for me. Pussy ain't that good to keep me from my homies. We just cool, bro. You getting too excited. Pussy ain't that good to keep me from. He's dissing YG. It's a double entendre. Ain't seen your face when I was up on that indictment. Ain't get a letter. I was struggling and fighting with these people. They was demons. Tried to put me in a cage with saying free me. Now we on a TV drag racing at 8A. Rugrats in the car. We was at BB's. A baby. Was your name in any JPays? Got the audacity to talk to me crazy. You bugging. Who is he talking about? I don't think he's talking about a female, bro. He's talking about YG. Okay. So this is what's going on, all right? Completely under your noses, this is what's going on, okay? 4 years ago, Drakeo the Ruler, who collaborated with Drake on the song Talk to Me, passed away at the age of 28. You don't even know how deep this was. We know the truth. Then some LA guys stole his whole sound after he passed. I won't say the name. They're saying Kendrick stole the whole sound. The midget stole his flow, but doesn't...
Do people think that Kendrick stole the flow or the sound of Drakeo the Ruler?
Pay any homage to him. So all the Bloods, including Kendrick, locked in with YG. Then Kendrick stole his flow and had the dude that murdered him dance on stage to it. Wait a hot damn minute. Bruv. What do you think about YG performing at the pop-out? Lame move in my opinion. Bro got 2 out of 3 of his biggest hits from the boy. We know the truth. We know the truth. This is crazy. Right? This is so... A minute ago, y'all was jumping around. Who do you love? Who do you love? Bank of America account got 6 figures. All right. Kendrick stole the flow. The Drakeo the Ruler flow. They said that Kendrick was stealing the whole mannerisms in the music video. Bro, come on. This is insane. This is insane, bro. All right. Listen, people been known, right? There's a bunch of articles about this. Kendrick Lamar puts on LA for GNX, but the truth remains unsaid. The truth, he still fails to acknowledge the truth. We know the truth. The truth is complicated, all right? The truth is complicated. Look, I ain't got time to read you this whole thing, all right? But it's all about Drakeo the Ruler. Let's come out and say it. There's something eerily unsettling about the way Drakeo the Ruler has informed Kendrick Lamar's latest style, especially because the circumstance.
Do y'all really think that Kendrick stole Drakeo the Ruler's style? What do y'all think?
Chances of his death and the complete refusal to acknowledge his existence. And yes, there is the stifling notion of politics that plagues and defines all of LA. Kendrick, over the last 3 years, has leaned so heavily into Drakeo's style, it's unavoidable. He appropriates the blasé swagger, the nonchalant eye rolls, even the slang and the way he enunciates syllables. 6 months after Drakeo's murder, Kendrick played tacit tribute to LA's most influential artist on Mr. Morale on the track Rich Spirit. He subtly incorporated his cryptic vernacular, imitating the way that he'd say, in his ad-libs, channeled the aesthetic and feel of his impatient freestyle. The whole way the West Coast may have realized that Mud Walking on Purple Hearts was a Drakeo original, but Dot was nonetheless artfully dipping into the South Central cultural cachet while maintaining a sound that felt unique to him and his longtime producer Soundwave. Right? They're saying Kendrick stole Drakeo's flow from Mr. Get Dough. Right? The song that sparked Drakeo's career after Mustard remixed the beat and added RJ and Choice to the track. All right? They were saying Mustard and YG was trying to blackball. This is so complicated. Drake is involved in this. The Kendrick Drake beef and the Drakeo YG beef is complete. It's all the same thing. It's actually intertwined. Drizzy Drake actually got problems with the Bloods. All of the Bloods, right? This is serious. Hey Now I'm Peekaboo. Peekaboo. That's a Drakeo song, bro. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. That's a Drakeo song, bro. Call back to Drakeo's hushed and hilarious murmurs and add to the signifiers. Kendrick chose to include an artist who Drakeo was beefing with before his death. Bruv. Listen, this is all related, right? You think it's just a coincidence that on Peekaboo he stole Drakeo's flow and put AZ Chike on the track who Drakeo been beefing with? That ain't no coincidence. What are they talking about? They're talking about now. What are they talking about? They're talking about now. I can't even do it. What are they talking about? They're talking about now. All right? Peekaboo 762's making plank. Peekaboo popping out your banner. Bro, this a Drakeo. This a Drakeo flow. This is Drakeo flow.
Wait,
Peekaboo.
Kendrick was dissing Drakeo?
I'm a chain. Peekaboo 80.1 Kobe gang. Peekaboo 762's are making plank. That's a Drakeo.
And let me listen to this bullshit. Kendrick Peekaboo. So this is supposedly a Drakeo diss or something? Wait, hold on. This is it? I gotta learn that them retarded dances that West Coast got, bro. I need to learn this shit. All right, fuck all this, man. I don't want to hear Kendrick talking about a bunch of fuckery. Yo, chat, this nigga right here. Yo, chat, could y'all find this nigga? Tell him I got like $3,000 for him to teach me. I want to learn this dance. Y'all seen this? There's a nigga that was killing it, bro. Like, this is the first time I ever felt like I wish I was from the West Coast, nigga. On Pyro. On Schoolyard Crib. You feel me? On the dead homies. I gotta show y'all this video. Where is this video, nigga? I posted on my page, nigga. I was inspired, nigga. Nigga, it had me Googling how to join a gang. I swear. Nigga, I had to be like, I said, how to join.
Who could have written that line? 762s are making plank. Bro, it's a Drakeo. It's all Drakeo, right? It's all Drakeo. Okay? He put AZ Chike on the track. This is all a Drakeo diss. It's all about, you remember that scene in Breaking Bad where he's like, no, this is all about me. That's Drakeo the Ruler right now. So anyway, let's bring it all the way back, right? We're still talking about YG had that diss song called Weird that was a Drake diss song back in 2024. He wasn't feeling Drake saying, you know who bangers say it's YG, right? That was very disrespectful. Getting called a weirdo in LA is instant fade. That's why Drakeo had the song Ingleweird. He was dissing all of Inglewood. He called them weird. That was murder talk, right? So this is the thing. So basically, all of this is basically like, it's all connected to the Drake YG Drakeo beef. It's all connected. Everyone's saying weirdo really is the most offensive word known to Californians. You can't call people, you're a weirdo, bro. You're a weirdo. You're weird. It's like very, very derogatory in California. Okay? So that's been established, right? That's been established. So here's the thing. Okay? Here's the thing. Let's get back to this post. The Drakeo and YG beef was going crazy behind the scenes and nobody knew about it. Hun Diddy Bop, he shot him in the hip. And now I'm about to read you some crazy shit. Yeah, people really think the beef was new. YG's people shot at Drakeo and his homies and their whips. YG's people shot at Drakeo's mother's house. Drakeo's homies shot YG at the studio in 2015. Well, Drakeo said on the lyric he did it. And they shot him in the hip. There were robbery attempts from both sides, and Drakeo and his homies shot and killed one of YG's homies at the party together with Red Bull, but he survived. So apparently someone else survived. The Red Bull situation didn't make things better, and the Indian Red Boy situation didn't help. A lot of people have been denying it, but rumor has it Drakeo was responsible for the murder of Indian Red Boy, right? Maybe not personally, but look, they're saying, I'm not going to go into too many any details. Now, I can't show you the video, but this guy, Indian Red Boy, he was killed on camera. There's a viral video of him. He's on live. He's live on Instagram Live, and he gets murdered on live. I'm not going to show it to you, but this was the news, all right? You can go and look it up in your own time. This was another blood from LA. LA rapper shot to death while filming himself on Instagram Live. That's Indian Red Boy, all right? Killed last week in a brazen shooting that was broadcast live on Instagram, all right? Why do people think Drakeo did this? Well, he said this. He said this famous lyric on Just Dance, all right? Just Dance. And remember, he already doing hip diddy bop, talking about YG getting shot in the hip. Just dance when these choppers hit the floor like Lady Gaga. I stripped him. I was at the studio eating steak and lobster. YG got shot at the studio, okay? What the F these dudes talking about? I'll jump off the stage right now and make his car race. Track stars have him running backwards in broad. He dissing, all right? Heard my ops don't like me. I got all their addresses. If we ain't shoot his house up right now, I know we double backed on it. Here's the thing. All right. This was so sad. This was such a
Blood clot, dog. Yo, so I wasn't trying to play it for y'all, bro. So I was watching this video. This Indian Red Boy, he got murdered on Instagram Live. What in the fuck? But they said he got killed for this in Nipsey Hussle.
savage lyric, right? We ain't going to go back and forth. We ready to drop something. Rolls Royce and Bentley cars pulling. We got his block jumping. I heard Drakeo was doing drive-bys in his Rolls Royce. 100 shots in his Corolla. Let's go. The cops come in. Lean with it. Rock with it. We put holes in his white tee. And this is an Indian Red Boy. Since dudes like Instagram so much, they're going to die on it. 223 shells rocking in his head while he live streaming. That's about Indian Red Boy. And they saying Drakeo and his crew had something to do with that. All right? Grim Reaper, this is a sweet streeper. I'm a soul snatcher. We know the truth. Drakeo might have been the one catching the bodies. Okay? Play caller, get the blueprint, bitch. I'm Jay-Z. So is he saying he called the play? He getting everybody killed. It's all him. All right? He said it. Camera crews out. Somebody died here. We know the truth, bitch. Ha ha ha. We ain't like 223. They're going to die on it. And since dudes love Instagram so much, they're going to die on it. So we're going to just act like this wasn't all happening, okay? We're going to act like this wasn't all happening. He literally died on Instagram Live, and you can go and watch the video. All right, I'm not going to show it to you, but you get it. We know the truth. So I'm not going to go into too many details, but the beef was heated. Drakeo talked about it several times in his song. They were throwing hella shots at each other. A lot of events occurred before the stabbing. You know, I ain't want to believe it first, but it makes a lot of sense. Let me find out. We ain't know that Drakeo's homies was the ones that gave YG the geezer hip. Forget about homies, bro. He's a rapper, but I made his hips rock and roll. He did it. He did it. Mariachi drum make him cha-cha. He had unlimited lyrics about this. All right? That is stamped. That's stamped. And it had been going on. All right? All right? Yep, Drakeo was the one who set up the whole situation. We know the truth. He was the driver. He handed the guns to Kills and AB.
What the hell? I can't believe that nigga.
Folks, it's finally happened. Poetic.
nigga died on Instagram Live. That's crazy. All right.
How did YG get
So we realized that the Drake thing is kind of involved too. Everyone's saying YG's gonna go to jail for life.
I found a smoking gun in this Drakeo the Ruler case, and YG, I'm sorry, bro, you going to jail. In a song called We Know the Truth, when YG is addressing the rumors that he got Drakeo the Ruler killed at the Once Upon a Time festival, YG denied it, and he says, I wasn't worried about Drakeo. Slim 400 just died. I was worried about Slim. He also says, I came to get the dough. I was finna hit the stage. Then I heard how y'all heard somebody got hit with a blade. I was nowhere around. I ain't have nothing to do with this. Why are you guys blaming it on me? YG even says that, yo, they say I murdered this, they say I murdered that. Well, if that's true, then you be a snitch and I'd be sleeping in a cell on a rack. But too bad that. Listen very closely to what this security guard just said, because the piece of information we have lines everything up and catches YG in 4K.
Drakeo, and they let us go. They would then ask him what the 10 to 12 people were wearing, and he would say a lot of red. Red shirts, red jackets, red ski masks, red gloves, red shoes, just everything. And he would tell them they weren't only just wearing red, they were throwing up gang signs with their hands. And he would notice that they were throwing up the B. And he would explain that they were all taking pictures and that there was a cameraman that was standing behind the cars, just taking pictures. And he would say he was watching his surroundings because he knew everybody knew Drakeo's vehicle. They would then ask him, when he observed the individuals in the van, was it his understanding that that was YG's crew? And he would respond and say yes. They would ask him, entourage or group? And he would say, yes, I saw YG. He was in front of everybody taking a picture, as if the group was standing behind him and he was singled out in the front. They then asked him what was YG wearing, and he would tell them a black ski mask, black shiny jacket, black pants with a red stripe going down the side, and black shiny shoes. They would then ask, so the other guys were wearing red, correct? And he would say yes.
Pay attention. This is Drakeo's security guard right here. This is YG.
Yo. Yo, chat, I just want to let y'all know. Shout out to Flakko. I know Flakko was inspired by me. I'm down to accept Flakko as either one of my greatest creations or my biggest fuck ups. It's all good. I take it either way. Go ahead, Flakko. Keep doing your thing, nigga. Flakko on his own arc right now. He's his own man. You feel me? Like, it's all good.
Black pants, red stripes, with a knife in his hand.
Wait, what? Wait, I do not see it. This is the knife? That's the knife?
Now, he's advancing forward. Now, the reason why, like, this angle is kind of awkward, but Drakeo's security is focused on somebody else because they're advancing. That person, I think, is...
Chat. 1 in the chat if you see the knife. 2 in the chat if you do not see the knife. I just want to see who's seen what. Y'all see the knife? Holy shit. Okay.
YG security guard, they're advancing. There's about 90 to 100 people over here somewhere advancing on those other people. So YG is advancing forward. People is beginning.
Wait. All right. So if this is YG, one thing, I haven't met YG in person. YG is a taller guy. He's 6'1", 6'2". Definitely. Does this guy look like 6'1", 6'2"?
To run away. Now, the reason why this is important, you're going to find out shortly, okay? Drakeo security guard, YG. From that angle, that security guard had the best look at the dude in the black pants and the red stripes. So because he had the best look, he probably is the most qualified to identify who it was. He would say it was YG. Now, he would also identify what YG was doing when the fight that ultimately took Drakeo's life broke out.
Then tell him that eventually they parked their vehicles and everybody would gather around. And as they were walking to the gate, Drakeo turned around to go put something in his vehicle. He would tell him that he forgot what it was, but he believes that it was a bag. And he would say that as they were walking to the vehicle, he would notice that the 400 camp was walking towards them. But he would say that Chief and Heavily also went back to his own vehicle to put something inside of it. But he would say that him and Drakeo and Chief and Heavily went different ways. He went with Drakeo, and then Chief and Heavily went a separate way. But as the group regathered, Chief and Heavily would tell him that there was an attempted robbery on his chain. And he would say that after that, Drakeo said, "What the F? Hell no," and immediately ran back towards the pink lot. Drakeo's security said that he tried to grab him by his shirt collar, but wasn't able to get him. They would then ask him if he followed Drakeo to the pink lot. And he would say, "Yes, I immediately tried to grab him." They would then ask him, "Then what happened? Did an altercation ensue?" He would then tell him, "Yeah, but he still wanted to do his job by protecting Drakeo, and that he didn't want to grab him and fight with him, knowing that all the people were coming towards them." He would then say that the brawl broke out, and he would hit the first person coming towards them. And he would tell him that he also brought a knife in that night, but it was inside of Drakeo's Rolls Royce. They would then ask him how many people were they fighting, and he would say 20 to 25 people minimum. And they would ask him if he recognized any.
My bad, chat. So it was like 4 or 5 versus 20? Damn. That's insane.
Anybody in that group of 25, and he would respond and say, "I only recognize one, YG." And they would ask him, so he was directly involved in the fight, and he would say yes, front and center. He would then say how Drakeo was standing by his side when he was fighting YG and YG's body.
Who circled the knife? Flakko? Let's see the knife. What a knife
Angle is kind of awkward, but Drakeo's security is focused on somebody else because they're advancing. That person I think is YG's security guard. They are advancing. There's about 90 to 100 people over here somewhere advancing on those other people. So YG is advancing forward. People is beginning to run away. Now, he identified YG with a knife, and he also said he was fighting off YG and his security guard. So the person who stabbed Drakeo the Ruler is not YG, because the security guard was tussling with YG and his bodyguard. And because he was tussling with YG and his bodyguard, who he claimed had knives, somebody came from around him and stabbed Drakeo the Ruler. So we know YG didn't stab Drakeo the Ruler, but it doesn't matter. Because if we could prove that YG had a knife and YG was participating in that fight with a knife, and he called the hit on Drakeo the Ruler, YG is going to jail for the rest of his life. So can we prove that it was actually YG in that black pants and red stripes? Can we prove that? Well, here's the thing. We got the proof that that was YG. We got the undoubtable proof that was YG. They asked him what YG was wearing, and he says the black pants with the red stripes down the middle. This is the pants. This is YG wearing the pants. Look at the comparison. These are the exact same pants that YG wore the night that Drakeo the Ruler brawl broke out. Now, if we pause right here and we look at YG advance.
Let me go back a little bit, y'all can see.
And he says the black pants with the red stripes down the middle. This is the pants. This is YG wearing the pants. Look at the comparison. These are the exact same pants that YG wore the night that Drakeo the Ruler brawl broke out. Now, if we pause right here and we look at YG advancing, that right there is the pants he's advancing on. Well, look at it. This is the exact same pants.
Ooh,
Stripe going down the side and black shiny shoes.
I kind of do see the red stripe. Maybe YG was on some like Meek Mill Diddy shit, where like him and his homie had the same outfit on. You never know.
Black shiny jacket, black pants with a red stripe going down the side. Black shiny jacket, black pants with a red stripe going down the side. Black shiny jacket, black pants with a red stripe going down the side.
These dudes got to be the dumbest set of criminals I've ever seen in my life. Why would you allow yourself to get photographed in the pants that you wore the night of the murder? Sir, this is probably a bigger mistake, but certainly just as big as Munchie B admitting he passed the bottle to Drakeo's killer every day. This is terrible. Why would you allow yourself to get photographed in the pants you wore The night that Drakeo, what?
They then asked him what was YG wearing, and he would tell them a black ski mask, black shiny jacket, black pants with a red stripe going down the side, and black shiny shoes.
Now, keep in mind, this is not a video supposedly of YG that night. I guess they're trying to say that this particular pants YG has and is worn out before.
They would then ask, so the other guys were wearing red, correct? And he would say yes. And as you can see right here,
Watch
which
this
would be the
footage.
video of the situation, you can see the clothes that he's describing. A black ski mask.
Now, the reason why this footage is important, I'm about to show you guys where YG was and where Drakeo was.
Mask, black shiny jacket, black
Let's rewind a little bit more. 1 second. Right here. This is Drakeo the Ruler. This is Drakeo the Ruler right here. This is Drakeo. This is Drakeo's security guard. He's exactly where he said he was. So they are advancing on Drakeo. Now, I was told this footage right here is like of the fight. You're about to see YG walk into frame. So the security guard apparently starts starts tussling with YG and his security guard, and then YG, according to this dude, right, the Drakeo security guard, YG starts to swipe.
pants with a red stripe going down the side,
And we actually watch YG swipe in real life too. Watch this.
with a red stripe going down
You
the
see?
side,
You see
and
the
black
swipe?
shiny shoes, a black ski mask, black shiny jacket, a black ski mask, pants with a red stripe, black shiny jacket, black pants
You see?
jacket, black pants with
You see the swipe
black
goes
shiny
Joe.
jacket, black pants with a red stripe going down the side, and black shiny shoes, a black ski mask, black shiny jacket.
Hold on. Come on, bruh. The same skin tone. Oh my God. Cuh. It's the same skin tone. It's him. It's the same skin tone. Even without what we, even without this, even without
Black
the footage.
pants with a red stripe going down the side, and black shiny.
Now we know who was in the red pants. Well, the black pants with the red stripes. Now we know. Now, YG actually wore those pants after the murder, which is what makes this even dumber. Yo, bro, you should have burned the clothes that you wore that night. Like, simply, you should have burned the clothes you wore that night. This is terrible. This is bad, man. Now, Drakeo the Ruler has some advice for YG. See, Drakeo the Ruler experienced a similar fate in the past, right? In his life. You see, Drakeo had some dudes around him. And because of their actions, he went down and he was considered a kingpin, right? The ruler of the gang. They use his name against him. So here is Drakeo the Ruler, talking about California penal codes and really breaking down how the law works and why YG is absolutely cooked. Now, this is not about YG, but this fits what's going on with YG currently. And I just think it was fitting for Drakeo the Ruler to explain it to YG instead of Poetic Flakko.
Well, and on top of that, they were saying the Stink Team was a gang.
Yeah,
You were the leader.
I was the leader because of my name, Drakeo
Right.
the Ruler.
And in California, if you're a gang member, you can be charged for crimes that other members did.
Other people do.
So whatever the Stink Team did
Yeah,
in their own personal life
yeah.
could ultimately be put on you because you're the quote-unquote
Yeah.
leader of this violent gang.
Even if I wasn't there, but that would be penal code 182.5,
Right.
criminal street gang conspiracy, which they don't even charge people with, but they had decided to charge me with that.
I mean, how does it feel to be sitting there and like all these charges are just piling up on you and you're like, yo, like,
Yeah,
I didn't do none of this shit.
Yeah,
and they're
exactly.
putting everything on me right now.
I mean, on top of that, like, that, it had to do a lot with, like, these rapper niggas and all this other shit that they didn't want to see me get out anyway. So, like, they would say that they wasn't doing police shit or weird shit, but then you go put some shit on the internet saying I did something that I didn't do, or every day you tweeting some shit, and all the police doing is looking like, oh, well, we're gonna, bring this in, or we're gonna look at this. Oh, look what Whoopty Whoop just said. Like, they don't understand that. So I'm sitting here, it's a new room or it's something new every time I go to court, like, oh, well, Whoopty Whoop him. We don't know if we're gonna use this, but it's right here. Some shit off of Twitter or something that somebody said. Like, so with all the people tweeting stuff and fuck Drakeo and fuck this and whatever, most of the blood niggas fuck blood and blood this and all this other stuff, then the police, all they do is say, here goes another narrative. We're going to say he was beefing with this person. We're going to say he was beefing with this person. He created all these issues with all these people because people want to get on Twitter and say all this other shit.
In Drakeo case, it was the Bloods that was telling on him. In y'all case, y'all told on yourselves, bro. Y'all did a whole lot of self-snitching and self-incrimination. Now, Drakeo has educated y'all on California penal codes and laws. Good luck. And we're far from finished, bro. We have so much. Bro, this was like an emergency video. Y'all didn't plan on dropping another video until I hear back from something that I'm waiting on. But this was just an emergency video, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out how Chrisean Rock could be arrested for murder any day now, like first-degree murder, like any day now. I'm gonna see you guys in this Chrisean Rock video. Out of here, folks. Peace.
All right. Not looking good for YG, man. Okay. Not looking good for that man.